Hi guys, welcome to part 1 of my in-depth guide to combat in Where Winds Meet. This game came out pretty recently and I've been having a blast playing with the different combat settings in the game, and since it's very new, I couldn't really find a lot of information about more technical things in the game. I know the Chinese version probably has a lot of these guides already, but I wanted to make an English version just in case people were still confused about some of the combat mechanics. I did a lot of the testing on my own, and please let me know in the comments if I got anything wrong. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 ways to mitigate damage in this game: blocking, deflecting, and evading or dodging. I hope you learn a lot from this video, and I'm going to be releasing more parts soon when I am able to. Thanks for watching! First, let's talk about dodging. Dodging in this game is very simple. Each dodge takes a little bit of your endurance, and if you time it perfectly, you avoid all damage and you slow down time for a second. This is helpful for repositioning when you're under a lot of enemy attacks, and for completely avoiding any kind of damage. Dodging is great when you need to reposition or kite your enemy, or take a breather to anticipate your enemy's next move. However, dodging has an internal cooldown where you have to let the dodge animation finish before you can dodge again. Keep this in mind when you're trying to dodge multiple enemy attacks simultaneously, and plan your dodges strategically to avoid running out of endurance. Next is blocking. Blocking is different from deflecting because you can block for as long as you hold the block button and your chi is unbroken. You can move while blocking as well. Blocking costs endurance for each hit and reduces both HP and chi damage taken. Certain moves cannot be blocked, like some red or yellow attacks. It varies per encounter. When you get damaged enough, your chi bar can break. This gives you a debuff that makes you take more damage, and you cannot block while your chi is recovering. HP shields do not prevent chi damage, only the Nameless Sword chi shield does. Block when you aren't confident with your dodge or deflect timings, or to activate certain inner ways. Keep in mind that the blocking animation is limited. It does not interrupt your current moveset, unlike deflecting. To avoid this, you can deflect and hold your block button to interrupt any of your actions. Last is deflecting. Deflecting is the best defensive damage mitigating option to use. You can deflect every attack in this game except for yellow telegraphed moves. When you deflect red telegraphed moves, you automatically counter to deal a chunk of damage and chi damage. Deflecting can be done at any time, even during exhausted, and interrupts any action as long as you're not stun locked. Keep in mind that you cannot deflect during your dual weapon skill or your weapon swap skill. In fast-paced fights, it may be better to switch weapons manually. Deflecting also does chi damage for every single deflect, which is important to quickly exhaust bosses and provide you a big DPS window and a burst of damage with your execute. Try to learn deflect timings as much as you can. This is important if you're planning on doing no-hit abyss trials. Deflecting doesn't cost any endurance and can be done at any time. Therefore, deflecting is your best option to use both offensively and defensively. Bonus section time. How do these methods help with maximizing chi damage? While deflect already does fixed chi damage per deflect, it does additional chi damage based on your divine craft. Any damage or damage over time slowly breaks down the enemy's chi bar. Even when you don't deal any damage, simply deflecting or even blocking can apply your divine craft to the enemy. By using a combo of raw damage, damage over time, and deflects, you can easily break your enemy's chi bar to deal burst damage. In this clip, even without damaging, you can see me use Dragon's Breath and Poison Divine Craft to slowly chip away at Lucky 17's chi bar. That about covers the combat basics for Where Winds Meet. I hope you learned about things the game does not tell you about these basic mechanics. I have more videos planned on advanced combat tips, like staggering enemies, comboing with control abilities, and tips for doing no-hit Abyss trial runs. Thanks again for watching!